Hey, what's going on, good people? And we live. You already know who it is. You know what it be. This is Rob P. Pasker Real Estate. New Millennium Real Estate Services for the people. You know we out here just trying to make this real estate game fair and equal. Let's get some people in the live before I drop this jewel. Hey, business has been good. It's been a hot market. It's a crazy market right now. It's a very heavy seller's market. So many people looking to buy right now, and we don't have enough houses on the market. So what's up, September? Welcome to the live. We in the building. Yeah, come on in, people. Whatever the case, the market, it's a heavy seller's market. We have more foot traffic than we've seen in nearly the past 10 years. And we have the lowest amount of houses that we've had for sale in nearly 10 years. So you put that together, it's economics. You know, that's how it goes down. But shout out to everybody in the building, Samantha, Steve, Bob in the building. Whatever the case, I get a lot of people that come to me and they ask me, do I have any rent-to-own opportunities? Do I help people with rent-to-own? And I'll be honest, I've sold over 80 different houses, and I've never done a rent-to-own. I'm gonna tell you that. They are out there, but when I tell you that I have over 3,000 homes for sale in my inventory, and only 10 of those houses are available for rent-to-own opportunities, that just goes to show you, you're not going to get the best selection if you're looking for rent-to-own. So I'm not one to tell people what not to do. I believe that people should make their own decisions based off of the facts and the information and the risk that's involved with anything. So in this case, rent-to-own is very risky. Now, if I'm a seller and I'm a landlord, I'm going rent-to-own all day, hands down. Like, I'm going to get somebody to give me thousands of dollars as a down payment, and they're going to live in my house as though they own it, and I'm still going to get all the benefits of home ownership. The property is going to be mine. It's still going to be mine. I'm going to gain the equity and be able to use that house as the bank. I'm going to get the tax advantages. The payment's not going to rise, but the person that's living there, technically they're renting. They're renting, but they're living in the house, and they're fixing the house up, and they're investing in the house as though it's theirs. The National Association of Realtors did a study, and over 90% of people who enter lease options and rent-to-owns do not end up buying the properties, unfortunately. The risk is, if you can imagine, if you're late on the payment, that could void your whole agreement, whether it's rent-to-own, whether it's a land contract, whether it's lease option. It's different ways to go about rent-to-own. But whatever the case, I believe in, having a solid foundation, so my suggestion when people come to me with that, looking for rent-to-own, I tell them to drive slow, homie, like Kanye said in College Dropout. Drive slow, don't rush to get grown. You want to build from the ground up. You want to have a solid foundation. So, I mean, if you can't qualify right now to purchase a home, take the time to get your financial ducks in a row. Point blank, period. Get your credit right. And it's resources out here. I have free resources out here in the community who offer free credit counseling. And that's just very valuable. And I have people that do credit counseling as a service as well, if you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you're financially stable. You don't want to be overdrafting your account. You want to make sure that you have a slight savings. And this is all just key. If you want to build and show some love, I see a lot of people coming on in. Darisha, Raya, Hunter, what's going on? Shalonda, what's up, Shalonda? Whatever the case, also with rent-to-own, another risk with rent-to-own or lease option is that you lock a property in at a price that down the line, a house might not be worth that price. So basically, let's just say I have a house that I see a house that I want to go in rent to own. It's in a neighborhood right now where homes are selling for about $70,000. I can go in there and lock up the price at 70, but who knows? By the time you finish this agreement, could be 10 years from now. Is a home even going to be worth that 10 years from now? Nobody knows, and that goes on both sides, for the seller and for the buyer. So whatever the case, what I'm saying when it comes to rent-to-own, the negatives, the pros is you can buy a house. You won't buy it, but you can get yourself into a house and make it your home without having to go through the rigors of qualifying for a mortgage. So, but like with anything, what's fast isn't always what's best. The risks with rent-to-own, land contracts, lease purchase options, I think the risk outweigh the positives, because for one, like I said, you're going to live in this house, you're going to put a down payment down. Most people who allow lease options on their properties or rent-to-own land contracts, they want to see a few $1,000s down. A few $1,000s, that's a down payment on the house. And that's even less than the down payment, because I got people buying houses from me right now and they're walking away from the closing table with checks and with keys. It's happening. But whatever the case, you put this handful of money down, these thousands of dollars down, and then that's it. It's not refundable. You'll never see that money again, ever again in your life. Especially if you miss a payment, you get behind on your rent, because life happens. People get hurt. People lose jobs. It happens. Whatever the case, that money is gone, you know. And if you do miss a payment or two, that could just null and void. The landlord can evict you and keep it moving and go find somebody else to give them a down payment and put them in the house until, hopefully, pray not, until they would do the same thing again, because that's what happens over and over. So like I said, if I'm a landlord, if I'm a landlord, I'm doing all my houses rent to own, because if I have to gamble, 9 times out of 10, the person that goes into that agreement is not going to fulfill that agreement. So it's like, you know, would you rather build your castle on stone, or would you rather build it on sand, you know? And I think at the end of the day, it's all about that foundation. That's with anything in life, period. You want to have the foundation, have the basics. Make sure you can handle the basics before you try to take a jump. And like I said, I have 3,000 homes for sale right now, over 3,000 homes that I can get into and sell to people. Only 9 of those homes, only 9 of them are open to rent-to-own options, lease purchases. So whatever the case, I just wanted to come in and drop that. If you got any questions, let me know. What's up? I see Natasha in the building. We got Tico in the building. What's going on? You know, just I've been blessed. I've been blessed to help people get into home ownership, and it's a blessing to see that, you know, just helping people into their blessings. It's a beautiful thing. What's up? We got Dr. Michael Carr, Minister Dr. Michael Carr in the building. What's going on, brother? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, it's been a hot market. You know, I love what I'm doing. I'm shout out to my team. Shout out to Delisa. Shout out to Shalonda. You know, we just signed up a couple of new agents that are going to be taking their tests here soon. So, you know, the team is building. It's a movement. You know, we do this so we can help build generational wealth within our community wealth through home ownership. And if you look at the home ownership rates, and you look at the wealth rates, and you look at how home ownership is correlates with wealth in America, over 60% of the wealth in America is in owner-occupied homes. Over 60% of the wealth in America is in the homes that people actually live in. So, you know, it's a movement. You know, it's like, you know, knowledge is power. So, you know, I have a lot of knowledge in regards to real estate and wealth and whatnot. I'll give it all to you, you know, at the end of the day, because knowledge is power, but power is change. If you have the knowledge, you now have the power to change your situation, change your family situation, and eventually, if enough people do that, we can change the community and make it a better place for us, our kids, our grandkids, all of that. You know, that's what this is about. So I appreciate you all tuning in. Do me a favor, share it, you know, show some love, like the page, Pasker Real Estate. You know, we just out here trying to help people reach their goals any way that we can. But whatever the case, stay tuned. I got some great stuff rolling out for the fall and the winter, getting ready for. If you are a person that wants to become a homeowner, but you're like, oh, you know, I'm years out, that's okay. You know, I work with people that don't plan on buying until 2022. You know, the main thing is just a matter of getting the plan together. You know, if you got a goal, and that's all it is, you're going to reach your goal. You know, if you have a goal, you know where you want to be, I can help you find out how to get from point A, which is where you are right now, to point B, which is where you want to be. And there's a lot of resources out here, a lot of free resources out here to help you get your credit right, to help you get financially fit. So, but the thing is, you know, I can't help unless you raise your hand. Links all over the page. You know, hit me up. You can hit the Pasker Real Estate page, 419homefinder.com. You know, I'll be dropping another foreclosure list here within a couple of weeks. Yeah, Miss Shabazz in a year. I got you next year. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. So yeah, good people, holler at me, man. All is well. Just trying to keep the feet moving, keep building, man. Every day try to lay down a brick. And you know, life is life. You know, it's not always easy, but whatever the case, we got to keep moving nonetheless. You know, we got to keep moving and grow through the adversity that we experience, because we experience adversity because we got lessons to learn. So, you know, I go through it, we all go through it, but at the end of the day, we got to keep growing, got to keep climbing, got to keep building. That's what I'm on. So whatever the case, holler at me. I'm here. Raise your hand. Let me know how I can help.